Narendra Modi and his Bharatiya Janata Party have convincingly won the Indian general election. Investors, foreign and Indian, are almost unanimous in their support for Mr. Modi after 10 years of Congress-led coalitions. And they want him to use his clear mandate to tackle inflation, bureaucracy and corruption and relaunch economic growth by clearing the logjam of big infrastructure projects. Now that Narendra Modi and the BJP have won what appears to be a decisive victory in the Indian general election, we're going to ask some chief executives and company owners what they think of this victory and what it will mean for business and the economy as a whole.
You know, this is now a totally different era for India moving forward. And I'm speaking hyperbole, but unfortunately that's how people are now thinking. And that's where the expectation levels are as well. I think he has to deliver now.
What are the priorities?
So the priorities, look, I think if you look at two parts of the Indian economy, one is the macro, right? On the macro, we've had high inflation for many years. And as a result of that, we've also had high interest rates. Now, somewhere, somehow, we have to find a way of combating inflation, whether it's through the release of food grains into the economy and therefore bringing food inflation down, or whether it is increasing the productive capacity of the economy, or just bringing interest rates down by itself. That's one clear priority. I think the current account deficit, the rupee, all of those are now under control.
Optimism about Mr. Modi among business leaders contrasts sharply with their deepening disillusionment with Congress over the past few years. They accuse the outgoing government of stalling decisions on vital projects. That left infrastructure investors unable to launch their projects and earn income to service their debts, while manufacturers complain of heavy costs as a result of poor roads and ports.
The policy making was virtually at a standstill within the country. So we had major infra-oriented sectors of the business like power, oil and gas, steel, cement, ports, telecommunications. No major investments have happened. And it has come to a level where even the consumer consumption has come down, durables have come down, automobiles have come down.
Investors hope that a decisive Modi administration will boost confidence in the Indian economy and that he will not be blocked by state governments or the upper house of parliament, which will remain under the control of the Congress party and its allies for at least another year.
Let's put it this way, that the aspiration, as far as he's personally concerned, is decision making and to take the reforms ahead. There were reforms which were not implemented. Take for instance that infrastructure projects. Almost $200 billion worth of projects were held up. But interestingly, 75% because they blocked at state level, 25% at the central level. Another area which he needs to push hard, once he restores confidence, is that monies need to come in infrastructure, whether it's infra bonds, debt products.
Foreign companies, which have faced curbs on investment and punitive tax charges, hope above all that Mr. Modi will introduce a new approach towards foreign capital.
As far as trying to do business in India from my members is concerned, navigating the bureaucracy is pretty high up on their agenda. I'm very interested to see the reports that the government, Mr. Modi, may be a very much slimmed down version of what we've seen previously. If this filters into the bureaucracy and the bureaucratic procedures, then that is extremely good. Getting licenses via the internet, filling in forms via the internet, looking at how one can interact with bureaucrats both at a local and at a central level. These are all very important methods in speeding up access to doing business in India.
The pugnacious Mr. Modi, beloved of business, will soon become the most powerful non-Congress leader in the history of independent India. The question now is whether he can deliver on all his economic promises quickly enough to satisfy the financial markets, the multinationals and Indian corporations in the real economy. Victor Mallet, Financial Times, New Delhi.